The Manly Junior was designed in 1959 by Ralph Tobias for the Manly Yacht Club as a training boat for their 14-foot skiffs of that time, and it's since been adopted by many clubs throughout Australia, principally in New South Wales, but also in Western Australia and Tasmania. Some young sailors start crewing at the age of 6, although there have been one or two who started earlier. The maximum age, though, under class rules is 16 years. The original design has been proved very suitable for children, and the only major change in design has been a redistribution of the buoyancy compartments to make the boat safer and easier to right in the event of a capsize. More recently, the manufacture of fiberglass Manly Juniors has been approved. One of the main reasons Manly Juniors have proved so popular is that it's the only fully rigged craft of its size, with jib, mainsail and spinnaker, and gives a thorough grounding in the basic techniques that are helpful for all types of sailing in later life. The Secretary of the Manly Junior Association of New South Wales is Bob Ellis. Is it difficult to sail tactically?
No, it's a very, very good tactical boat, and with 50 boats racing in a fleet, you would see some tactics which would do credit to the America's Cup.
Do many of the younger sailors participate in a higher class of sailing once they grow out of the Manly Juniors?
I think most of the other classes, the champions you will find, have sailed a Manly Junior in their earlier years. The wonderful thing about it is that in the early stages it is a training boat, but then as the boys and girls improve, it becomes a first-class racing skiff.
The girls are just as skilled as the boys and usually do very well in the various association events. Several boy-girl combinations, in fact, have won New South Wales and Australian championships. Third in this year's national titles was Sasha, one of the older Manly Juniors successfully racing at the moment, and its crew, Susie Ebling, 14, in 4th form at Abbotsleigh High School, and Susan Flegg, only 10 years old, in 6th class at Baulkham Hills Primary. Susie Ebling began sailing at 8 years old as a forward hand for her brother in the MJ Sasha. This is her second season as a skipper, and Susie Flegg began sailing last season in a training class at Manly and joined Susie this year as her permanent crew. Second in the national titles this year, Zatic. The skipper is Matthew Middleton, 13 years old, who started sailing 7 years ago and has been a skipper for 4 years. His crew is Warren Miller, 9 years old, in his first season of sailing. And the boat that won the national titles this year, Razzle Dazzle. The skipper is Adrian Nash, only 12 years old, has been sailing Manly Juniors for 6 years and skippering for 4 years. His crew is Andrew O'Reilly, forward hand, 11 years old, has been sailing for 3 years, and in fact that crew won the state titles in 1977.